This is how long can I hold this stance? Will anybody see me this early in the video? Probably not. So they may think that this is just a thumbnail. Hey, everybody. Why can't I hear myself? This is weird. This is kind of odd. Odd but true. That man has a mask over his face. Wait, what happened here? What the hell? What the hell? Nobody's watching me anyway, so I'll just keep doing it. How do I do that? Oh, there. Okay. Wait. Maybe I should. Wow. Is my audio on? Mute. Mute. Camera off. I should be on. I'm going live. Nobody's watching, so I'll just wait. Wow, it must be a busy night. Nobody's joining. Well, we'll see what happens. Give him like 5 minutes. Maybe we'll get a couple. But anyway, besides that, I'm uploading a new video, so waiting for that to finish. What do they call it? Exporting. I had to do a slight edit because YouTube, we're here to bash YouTube. Effed me up. If anybody's here, I don't see you. Let's see what's here. Trump selection here. Yiannopoulos, or whatever his name is. Is Wendy Williams the next sacrifice after Whitney? Seems like Hillary Clinton is guilty. Why is all this politics stuff on my timeline? Cruising, the full movie. I doubt the copywriters would let that whole movie go through. The Outlaws, Ghost Riders in the Sky, Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight, the entire movie. What is with YouTube now? They're letting full things go by, but they're letting stupid, scary stories being. Hey, Drax, welcome. They're blocking stupid, scary dream stories, but they're letting They're gonna let Demon Knight, Tales from the Crypt on YouTube. I can't see more. I have to refresh probably. Refresh. NBC blames gamers for the rise of the alt-right. Wow. I'm getting so many politic crap on here. Dawn of the Dead, 1978 filming locations and secrets. That looks like an interesting video to watch. Yeah, cruising. The whole movie came up again. 100 voice impersonations in 6 minutes. Maybe I'll watch that sometime. Let me just go down the thing here. The Skeleton Hand, a classic tale by Agnes MacLeod. IMO Reviews, Dangle. Hey, that guy sounds familiar. Channel Donstar. Video entry. How to Kiss. Sasha sings. Hey, there's a lot of stuff for me if you go down long enough. Asking my crush out. Gone right. Fake cuts, only using glue and a pen. Okay, I'm done looking at YouTube crap. Blu-ray Madness, welcome. Welcome to my birthday. It is my birthday. Today is your birthday. My birthday to ya. Yeah, it's my birthday. An old fart. I'm a real old fart. I'm a real old fart. How's my processing going? It's still going. I am tired. Excuse me for yawning. What's going on, guys? Hey, thank you, Blu-ray Madness. What's going on, guys, with you? Anything exciting? Exciting and new. Love Boat. So I titled this. I don't know if it shows in the title. I'll tell you guys that this is YouTube hate and my birthday bash. Well, the birthday bash is just kind of like, yeah, it's another year. It's another year. But if you're a fan of my channel and if you watch all my videos or whatever ones interest you, the last video I just put up, which was a Welcome to My Nightmare Dream story, just got flagged, saying it was inappropriate for certain advertisers. I did not curse. I did not show any kind of copyrighted material. I just told a story of my dream. Was it too scary for certain advertisers? That pisses me off. That really is like, there is something seriously effed up with YouTube. Just started working. Oh, are you just starting working or you just got a job at HMV? Oh, thanks, Drax, for the little slice of cake. If you just started working, hope I can be entertaining while you're supposed to be doing your job. Or if you just got the job and you're telling me, hey, I just started working at HMV. Well, congrats. You got a job. Yeah, I don't know why YouTube's. I watch a lot of other YouTubers. Oh, you just got the job. Excellent, man. Well, congrats. Really, congrats. I hope you're happy there. I hope everything goes really well there. It's 12 a.m. in the UK. Yeah, sorry, man. Oh, do you got to get up in the morning? I'm sorry if you do. If you do, you can go, man. I totally understand. What have I been watching lately? Oh, frick, man. I'm actually processing my newest video, my newest IMO reviews. I watched a hell of a movie tonight that had me in tears, man. Um, and not joyous tears. It was horrifying um, tears. And I'm not going to say anything about it because I'll probably end up breaking up, and I don't want to do that live. But if you stay to the end of the new video, which will probably go up tomorrow or tonight, stick around after the final little end credit. You'll see me just bawl my eyes out. I had it as a blooper, and I was like, should I show people me crying? And I said, what the F? Let me just throw it out there. Um, Other than that, I've been catching up on television shows, watching a lot of TV. The shows I normally watch: Tosh, South Park, Mr. Robot, uh, American Horror Story. Even though that's just every year, it starts out so good, and then it just gets kind of what, what, where, what? But I gotta stick to it. I gotta stick and see where it's going. Um, what else am I watching? The Mick and Better Things, which is a Louis C.K. show with Pamela Aldron, who I love. Um, and I've been catching up. I've been rewatching The Office. If I have to say that, uh, I do. Well, I just want to say that every so often throughout the years, I do rewatch certain full series and mainline them. I watch like 2 or 3 episodes and then I throw the new stuff in. And I've been rewatching The Office, and I'm up to season 5, and I freaking love the thing. Which is probably, if you watch my recent videos, I keep saying that's what she says because Michael Scott has always been saying that from the first episode on. I love The Office; it's a great show. Um, hey, LJ, thank you, man. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Um, Glad that you can join. I know it's late out there. Um, Let me see. Hey, man, this LAJ. Hey, Dry. Everybody saying hi to everybody. Yeah. Let me just ask. I think we got, what do we got? 4 people here. Let me check here. We got 4 people. That's a pretty good start. Anybody have any bad issues with YouTube? I mean, not that anybody is monetized. Wait, first let me ask you, can you guys hear me? Because I can't hear myself. And I'm guessing it's going through, but it's weird because usually I can hear myself, and I don't know if there's some weird thing going, but I'm guessing you guys can hear me. Um, but I am monetized on Channel Donstar, not at all on Donstar Gameplay, even though even on Donstar Gameplay I get copyright strikes. And it's those strikes where they're not going to knock you off or ban you. They're like, well, you're playing a certain song, and we'll let you use the song, but we're going to collect the money for it. You can't collect anything. And I'm like, if you agree to, they're like, if you agree to this, then that's fine. And I agree to it. And I'm the same way with my channel Downstar. They're like, oh, you used a clip from a movie. If it's copyrighted material, but if you want to use it, you could use it, but you're not going to get any money for it. And that's fine with me too. I'm like, yeah, fine. I just want the video to look cool and be up there for people to see it and see that little scene that I throw in there. Um, I don't care about the monetization. It was something I did way, 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 way back, and it's there. I can quit at any time, but it's it's there. Uh, but let me catch up before I go on. Uh, I've been lucky because none of my videos have been flagged. Can you hear? Can hear? Thank you, Blu-ray Madness. Um, yeah, the reason I named this YouTube hate, I just want to ask anybody out there that has any issues, but my last video, which was that weird dream video, where it was just me talking about a dream I had, got flagged. And there's no, as far as I can tell, there's no reason for it being flagged. It's like I'm just telling you what I dreamt. And what, me talking about getting a axe in my back and can't breathing because some hillbilly killed me? Is that what? Oh, you can't have this on YouTube. It's too disturbing. Is my dream too scary for YouTube? But yet there's people out there cursing their head off and people vomiting and people doing all these dank videos where these memes where all this people getting knocked out, punched and fights and they're after me. They're flagging me because I told a story of my dream. What the F, man? What's going on? YouTube is seriously effed up. It really, really is. Um, yeah, someday I'll do that DVD collection, man. Someday I'll get to it. I had copyright coins on some of them, especially the PS4 streams. Yeah, the PS4, yeah, the game stuff, yeah, because my GTA 5, if I have the radio on, they let the video go, but they say you can't monetize it because you're using Billy Joel's song or whatever. But I don't have that monetized, so that doesn't even care. I'm fine. As long as the people can hear me talking and hear the song in the background, I'm happy. I don't care if you're going to get money for it. I don't care. I just want my little gameplay to be shown. Um, Draco got a copyright strike for his Tarzan 3D review, even though he didn't use any copyright material. So I know, Draco, you don't usually show any video footage from any movie. You basically hold up the movie and talk about it. So why would you get a strike? See, that's kind of weird too. Yeah, Tarzan is good in 3D. The animated one is what we're talking about, I hope. Um, DVD collection is a good project for the start of the year. Yeah, maybe I will. That would be a good start, and maybe Barry will come back. I've been teasing Barry for a long time. Maybe he'll come back and be my producer for my DVD collection. Um, and I just got a recent. What did I just get recently? Um, I got two movies recently that I could show off. Um, where's the other one? Is it over there? Is it over there? Well, I got three. One, two, three. Got three. Uh, Wait a minute. These are my Blu-rays. I didn't get any new Blu-rays. Oh. Oh. Anyway, it's over there. I got it's like a sci-fi 4-pack. Yeah, and the reason I bought it was because the movie Arena, Arena, where people battle these monsters from other worlds, are on that DVD set, and it was only like $10. And I had to pick it up because I have never seen Arena, and I've always heard some fun popcorn, beer, and pizza stories about it. So I had to pick it up, and I got it. I have yet to watch it, but it's by the TV. Um, I'm an Indian movie fan. I picked up one, what is it called? One Nenokadeen, which is a really, really fun action flick. I got the Hong Kong Rescue print of Wheels on Meals. I picked that up. Sasha, I know, was talking about that. And then this I saw years ago, and I loved the frickin' thing. And it took forever for the Blu-ray to come out, and I picked it up. And I do really love this movie. It's a bad movie. It's not a good movie, but I love it for some reason. It's a Christmas horror story with Santa versus the zombie elves, and it's it's a it's an anthology of different horror stories. But the one with Santa and the zombie elves are pretty damn funny. Uh, Let me see. Here we go. Hey, Eric. Thanks for joining, man. Haven't talked to you because I haven't been on Facebook much because I'm not going on Facebook anymore. Happy Born Day. John, hey, man. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the Happy Bee Day. Um, oh, it's great to see that you're coming back, Draco. Hey, if you need some more time, take the time, man. That's what I'm doing right now with Facebook and stuff. I just can't deal with that crap. It's just not doing it for me anymore. Um, Dave, hey man, thanks for Dave Capra. Dave Capra's in the house. Um, what Reverend? Oh God, forgive me, Reverend Frosty? No, Reverend. Say what you are. He's got a like a podcast and he does videos. And Dave, I've known since grammar school, since probably fifth, sixth grade in grammar school. And he's one of those guys that I've kept in touch with. And it's so cool to think of this whole life. I'm going to be 58, and to think of this whole giant life, and I'm still friends with somebody from fifth grade. That's Zesty, Reverend Zesty. That's it. Look for Reverend Zesty on Google. You'll find my buddy Dave. He's very crude. He's like JV. He's extremely crude, but he's hilarious and he's a great guy. Um, yeah, John, I do love Christmas Horror Story. There's something about it. Like I said, it's not a great film. The story with the kids in the school is kind of hanky, but that Santa and the zombie elves just kills me, man. I love it. And then with Krampus at the end is it's just awesome. It's awesome. So I had to pick it up. And I saw that like 2 years ago, and I was like, "Where's the damn Blu-ray?" And it finally came out. Um, my thing from me should turn up at the end of November and the middle of December. Draco, like I said, you didn't have to send me anything, but I'm happy you did, and I appreciate it. And I will do an unboxing when I do get it, and give you major props. Um, Eric, no worries. I understand. Facebook message me your email when you can stay in touch. Yeah, I'll do that, Eric. So it's the 9th of November right now in America. No, it's the 9th right now. It's the 9th right now. It is 6:50 p.m. in America, in the US. Reverend Zesty, yes. Screwface, Fug, Twatter, and YouBoob. IG is where it's at now. I'm sticking with YouTube, but man, they fucking well, they're gonna ban this one now. They blocked my dream video, where I just sit there and talk about my dream. They said it was not suitable for advertisers. What? It's like, what is my story too scary for advertisers to advertise? I'm not showing copyrighted stuff. I'm not swearing. I'm not doing anything. I'm just telling my dream. And there I get a flag. A Randall flag. Um, Drax, hey man, I could be your father. Speaking of, oh yeah, Eric was just on a podcast. When I get your email address, I will have to send you the link to the one I did Tuesday night. Went almost 90 minutes talking about poltergeist and being politically incorrect. Yeah. Hey, Internet Eric here. If anybody's not subscribed to him on YouTube or on Facebook, although I think he just goes by that name on YouTube, uh, subscribe to him. Check out his videos. And he just was on a podcast, and just like I said, he spent 90 minutes talking about Poltergeist. I can't wait to listen to that, buddy. So I'm glad you're doing that. Uh, I did not retract your message, LJ. So I don't know if you did that yourself or what. Um, I will just warn you, it is pre-owned as there was no new ones available. I don't care, man. I just like I don't care about cover art, and like Sasha does, it's the movie. It's putting it in the machine, sitting down, watching the movie. That's what I love. I don't care what kind of packaging it comes in. I really don't care if it's a steel book or a digibook or a thing that opens up this big. I just want to enjoy the film in the best quality available, which to me is Blu-ray because I'm not going to get 4K. I probably will never, ever get 4K. So I'm sticking with 1080p. Um, the podcast is called The Graveyard Shift. Eric, if anybody types in the Graveyard Shift podcast in Google, will that podcast website come up? Let us know. Am I still watching 3D movies every week? Not every week. Um, and actually, I've kind of given them a rest because I couldn't afford most of the new ones that have come out. The last one I bought was Guardians Volume 2. So everything that was in 3D that has come out since, I have not picked up and I have not seen in 3D. So it's a waiting game. And like I said, with packaging and steel books and fancy stuff, I couldn't care less. If I can get the 3D movie for $5, I'll be happy. And if it's in a goofy little Amaray case, I don't care as long as I have the 3D disc. Hopefully they won't go out of print. That's my only concern. But there's always eBay, and you got to just kind of, I guess, talk down the scalpers because these idiots will charge like $50 for a stupid movie. Um, yeah. So okay, it slowed down. So those I don't know how many are watching. Anybody have issues with YouTube? That was my main thing. 7 people watching. Anybody have any issues with YouTube? I know Eric's friend Zach has had major issues, and I think Eric is a part of that. Um, Draco says, I still love 3D, but I'm feeling the same way at the moment. Just don't feel like watching them a lot, but I do watch one a week. Yeah, they're there, but my plate is so full, really. Um, between the television, see, this is the start of fall, so there's a lot of really good television shows starting that I usually watch every week, and I have a plethora right here, a thick plethora of movies from India that I really want to watch that I hear are fantastic. So, there's that. And I'll be honest, I'll be totally honest. People go, what is he watching those foreign films for? Why isn't he watching Wonder Woman or this or that? There's not one time I have put one of those movies on that I was totally disappointed. Every single one has been entertaining, thought provoking, uh, just a total satisfying feeling when the movie is done that I have watched that film. Um, It's like what I say in my video, which I think should be done. Yeah, it's done. I can close this down. My video editing equipment. Um, it's what I say in my next video that I get into these periods where I get tired of the US films and I need to branch out into foreign films. And I did that with Japanese and Chinese uh, cinema and things like that. And I usually spend a month or two with those movies and don't watch anything American, especially during the summer and spring. And then around the fall, before the Oscar season, is when I start watching the US stuff again, because that's when all those great movies come out, those movies that are usually nominated. Um, but right now, I'm on a Indian cinema kick, and I never thought I would be, but I'm just blown away by the filmmaking style. I'm blown away by the storylines, um, the effects, and like I said, I have tons of stuff to watch. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. Every once in a while, I'll throw in a Christmas horror story or Day of the Dead, which I did a week or two ago, or 40-year-old virgin I watched the other night. I'll throw one of those in every once in a while, but it seems like just about every day I'll throw in an Indian cinema type film and watch that. But that's me. That's what I've been doing lately. Um, Eric says you can search it on Facebook. The page has all the information there as well as all 24 episodes, meaning podcasts, I'm sure. Also on iTunes. My episode will be up next week. Draco says I still love 3D, but I am feeling the same. Oh, I already read that. Blu-ray Madness 3D will be on the back burner when I get 4K next month. Get yourself a 4K 3D TV, Blu-ray Madness, hopefully like LJ did. Eric says, I only had one strike issue due to the Gilligan's Planet commentary. Yeah, why of all that? That's a show, a cartoon show that probably nobody knows about, that is probably extremely hard to find. I had to find that site for you where you could watch the episodes, because if you do a search, you can't find any episodes. And you did one commentary and it just totally banned you, which is kind of ridiculous. It's like if the studio created the show and it's not available on DVD or on cable or anywhere, why wouldn't they let somebody show it on their channel and talk about it? It doesn't make sense to me. It's really weird. I mean, isn't when we do movie reviews like I do, IMO, if I'm talking about this movie or that movie, a review of Christmas Horror Story will be coming shortly. Isn't that promoting that movie? Isn't that basically me telling you this is a fun movie? Go out and buy it, go out and rent it, stream it. If I get a strike against that, that's stifling that. That's telling me I can't show that to anybody out there who who probably never heard of that movie. It doesn't make any kind of sense, the whole YouTube crap thing, So I don't get it. I don't get it. Um, yeah, the Raid movies are fantastic, Madness. I love it. I love the second one. I think I like, as much as everybody likes the second one, I like the first one way more still. That's just me. Although the first one is very much like Dread, um, the movie Dread, which is a great movie, which I wish they would do another one. Um, 3D Thanksgiving movies. Probably I would suggest the Owls of LJ. Help me here. Calhoun. The one was it Peter Jackson produced? Ra- Not Raoul. The Owls of something. Um, and I would also say Epic would be a fun Thanksgiving movie. Has none of these have anything to do with Thanksgiving? They're just movies that I think would be entertaining to watch during Thanksgiving in 3D. Um, and what the Horax? I think the Horax is the one where Danny DeVito's the little Dr. Seuss character. Uh, Make sure to get me your email address. I think I may love stream tonight. Might not. You'll be bored at work. Yeah, I'll be bored at work, so I'll be listening to that. I'll send you my email, Eric. Thanks for stopping in real quick. Have a great night, man. Um, yeah, but other than that, there are no other Thanksgiving 3D movies that I can think. I mean, you could watch anything, really. You know, you could watch the Lord of the Rings series, well, the Hobbit series, and say that's a Thanksgiving movie. There's nothing with turkeys. Um, Wait a minute. What's the one with Mel Gibson doing the voice of the bird, and they're trying to escape the the pen, and they make this plane. It's an Aardman film who did the Wallace and Gromit movies. Wasn't that centered around? Were they turkeys or were they just birds? Um, yeah, I know what you meant, Eric. LJ, what am I talking about? Um, I have the damn thing. I believe it's in 3D. Wow, I can't think of it right now. I really can't think of it. But I know Mel Gibson is the lead voice. And it's like a Stalag 17 where all these birds are trying to escape this hen house, this bird house farmland, and they create this plane and they take off. Um, if I'm not mistaken, they're all turkeys. And that might be probably your best Thanksgiving movie. I don't know. I don't know. Chicken Run. Okay, they're chickens. All right. Sorry, Cooper. Sorry, they're chickens. Well, watch it anyway, because you can imagine. Just think they're turkeys and not chickens. Just think they're turkeys escaping. Yeah, the Lorax, not a great movie with a lot of people, but I love it because I thought the 3D was really fun in it. I enjoyed the 3D in it. It wasn't outstanding, but uh, it was interesting. It was fun. You know, it's no epic. It's um, I believe I have Chicken Run on Blu-ray in 3D. I'd have to actually go back there and look, but I believe I imported it. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I thought I had it or have it. Maybe I'm mixing it up with Nut Job or something else. But no, open season's a whole nother thing. Uh, I could swear that Chicken Run is on Blu-ray in 3D through another country like Germany or Russia or something like that. Not the UK. Uh, I like I said, I would have to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure I have it. Oh, what's the one where the sky Chicken Little? No, that's not. Eh. It was in the new Lorax film was good. Saw it in the theater, but the film itself wasn't as good as the original. No, they gotta change things. It's not as good as the book. You know, it's Dr. Seuss. Cat in the Hat sucked. I'm sorry, Mike Myers, Cat in the Hat. That damn well sucked. The only good thing that Dr. Seuss was adapted, only good story of Dr. Seuss's that was adapted correctly was The Grinch That Stole Christmas. I'll have to say that. Everything else is Peter Potamus. Um, do I have any Star Trek? I only have the original. I have the original series, and yeah, I have the original series, all 3 seasons. I have the original cast, full box set of all the movies, and I have the next generation movies, and I have the remakes, the 3 movies. The last 2 were in 3D, I believe, or was there only 2? I thought there were 3. Yeah, 3, because the second one was Khan, and the third one was whatever that one was, the people with the face paint thing. And those 2 were in 3D. Yeah, I have those. I have those. What's my all-time favorite B horror flick? God, that's horrible because I love B movies. Um, oh, here we go. A movie nobody's ever heard of. And if you do a search on Google, you can't find it on DVD. You can't find it on. Yeah, it was never released legitimately on any format. It's a movie I saw when I was probably 5 or 6 years old. My parents took me to a movie, and I saw this thing, and it scared the hell out of me. And to this day, around Halloween, I have this bootleg copy of it. It looks horrible. It's a copy from broadcast television. And it even has like commercial breaks where it fades out and then fades in and fades out, fades in. Um, it's called Destination Inner Space. And in my mind, it's my favorite monster. It's my favorite monster. If people love Frankenstein, Dracula, Creature from the Lagoon, the Alien, what other monsters? Godzilla. Everybody has their favorite monster. My favorite monster, I could look at the thing. I want a figure of it. I want a life-size statue of the damn thing in my house. I want I want the costume to wear. I love the monster in Destination Outer Space. It's like a blue turquoise creature with these big bulbous eyes and this mouth full of teeth and this back that's so big because they have the air tank so he can breathe underwater underneath the costume. It's bad. It's cheesy. It's B movie. And his feet are flippers like swimming diver flippers, but the top of them have like makeup on it to make it look like scales. Just look up, and it's on YouTube. You can see the whole movie on YouTube. The acting is atrocious. It's really really bad. But when you're 6 years old and you see this thing, and it scares you, and it sticks with you in your mind. And the music they also used in a B movie called Angry Red Planet, which I love the music, and that helped it even more. Um, so yeah, that's my favorite all-time B movie, Destination Inner Space, and I would love Midnight Movies or Vinegar Syndrome, or it would never get to Scream Greats. It would never get that high. I just would love to see a DVD, at least a DVD release of the damn thing. I never thought I would ever see Willard and Ben on Blu-ray. And those were favorite movies of mine, and I have those now. But Destination Inner Space, man, I freaking love that movie. As bad as it is, I can sit there and watch it and enjoy it. Like I said, if you have time, look it up on YouTube. Just do a search on Google, hit images. You'll see the creature with this big mouth of teeth. That's my favorite monster, man. That's my favorite monster. Wow, so many comments. I got to go back. Wow, there's a lot of comments while I was talking about that. Okay, did I see Ron Howard's Grinch? Yes, I did. I thought it was horrible. Sorry. Jim Carrey was not, he shouldn't have been the Grinch. He shouldn't have been the Grinch. Sorry. I like Jim Carrey, but he shouldn't have been the Grinch. Never mind. I got a regular Blu-ray in France. Search for Spock. I don't mind Search for Spock. I think it's a great trilogy, that whole thing. I like Christopher Lloyd as the Klingon. I thought that was great. And the whole Genesis thing with the planet, I thought that was all really kind of cool. And then the fourth one comes out and it blows everybody away with the whales and the time travel. That's great. The fifth one sucks. The fifth one sucks. Why would a god need a starship? You. Oh, the fifth one sucks. Cat in the Hat remake sucks. I don't know about the remake. Are you talking about the Mike Myers? Because that's what I thought. Grinch sucked. Yeah, Grinch making the mayor's ass. Because yeah. Wait. As I have said to Roger before, oh, Kubrick lover, thanks for joining. I think Ron Howard, except for a few of his films, find to be mediocre. I totally agree. Yep. I enjoy more of his early stuff, Night Shift, Splash, those type of films, much more entertaining than Da Vinci Code and Apollo 11 and all those other ones. What do you think of my hat? Or give me back my hat. What was that? Far and Away. You could have those. Give me his earlier stuff. Even Eat My Dust, I enjoyed. But I came from that era. That was those drive-in movies I saw from that era. Underage says they made everybody in Whoville a complete dick, when in the original the point was everybody in Whoville loved Christmas because of the spirit, not because of gifts. That's totally true. Totally true. Kubrick says, how many films do you usually watch every day? And do I read on a fairly regular basis? And if so, is it mostly film material? Kubrick, I watch one movie a day. I watch a lot of TV. I go back and rewatch television series. Like I said earlier, I'm rewatching the Office series right now. So I watch 2 to 3 episodes and then I usually throw a movie in. If it's a day like yesterday, I will catch up on like Tosh Point oh, The Mick, Better Things, Always Sunny. Well, Always Sunny is not on now. Big Bang. Big Bang is horrible now, man. Big Bang should just wrap it up. The first 5 seasons of Big Bang Theory were hilarious. These seasons are just horrible. I'm sorry. And then I usually watch one movie a day. Do I read? Not anymore. I used to read a lot, and all I used to read was film stuff. In fact, I have books on Cronenberg, Quentin Tarantino, Hitchcock, Scorsese. I got this whole Godfather thing, and they're all like in boxes now. Because Stephen King, I had basically all of the novels on hardcover. they're all just packed away. I don't read anymore, basically, because there's too much media. There's too much visual media, and it's so much easier. I'm lazy. I'm a lazy ass. There's too much media to watch where I can just sit down, hit the play button, and watch it. And nowadays, television is so much better than it used to be. And some may even say it's so much better than cinema. US cinema, I'll have to stress because I've been watching the Indian stuff. Um, but yeah, you get your Breaking Bad, your Better Call Saul, your Mr. Robot, your Orange is the New Black, just wonderful, wonderful written shows. Westworld, um, God, some great, great television shows. Um, so who needs movies when you got this great episodic stuff? Um, let me see what else we got here. Rush is my favorite Ron Howard movie. Rush was great, man. That was a really good movie. Ransom, Ransom, is that the one that you have to really watch? That's Mel Gibson, right? And the director's cut is much better than the theatrical cut, if I'm not mistaken. And I agree with that if that's the movie I'm thinking of. It's been years since I've seen it. Ends on the subway. Um, and Cocoon. Cocoon was fine. Cocoon was okay. Uh, my favorite, George Alexander. Hey, thanks for joining. I'm not familiar with you. My favorite monster is Frankenstein. Karloff is amazing in the first two. Yes, Bride is probably up there in my top 5 favorite monster movies. Totally. Just Bride. The other films are just, yeah, yeah, no. I grew up watching all that stuff, man, George. Watching creature features here. When I was a little kid, every Saturday night we would sit up and watch Son of Dracula or all, not the Hammer films, but all the Universal stuff. And it wasn't until the original Svengoolie, not Rich Kaz, not the cheap remake, but the original Jerry G. Bishop, Screaming Yellow Theater Svengoolie, did I start seeing all the B movies, the Dick Miller films, Bucket of Blood, and Dimension of 13, and Fiend Without a Face. Those movies. And that made me love those movies too. Uh, yeah, great times. Good, good, good times. Bucket of Blood, man, hitting the guy in the head and then covering him with clay, and then you see the slice in his head scares the F out of me. Kubrick likes Khan the best for the Star Trek movies that he have seen. Are you talking Wrath of Khan? Oh, yeah. No, Wrath of Khan, the second one with Ricardo Montalban. Cartinian? Whatever that leather was in that car he was hawking. Star Trek 5 comment. Yeah, it sucked. You! I just said search for Spock because I thought you couldn't recollect the title. No, yeah, I know the titles. But I do like that movie. You know, it's like when you get to the end of Wrath of Khan, it's sad. It's just kind of like I need some closure. And oh, there's another movie. And it's Search for Spock. And then the ending is kind of touching when he kind of recognizes Kirk, and I I have no problem with it. And the planet folding in on itself, the Genesis project, I have no problem with it. I really don't. I remember when it came out, people had major problems with it, but it was no near as bad as those gravity boots from Star Trek 5. And then Star Trek 6 came out and kind of redeemed itself. That was really, really cool. I like Star Trek 6, Undiscovered Country. Uh, anyway, when Kirk was starting to get romantic with that alien, and Bones is like, "Here we go again." Kind of fun. Oh man, my uncle says to me to watch Big Bang, but I don't think I'll watch it. Hey, Kubrick, if you ever start watching Big Bang, don't get insulted because it is about a bunch of us movie geeks and superhero fans and geeks. Um, but only watch like when they start getting married and getting together. Just cut it off. When they start having babies and no, no. But up until that point, it's a really really funny show in my opinion. IMO. Damn. Kubrick says, "Do I know about this small BFI British Film Institute monograph book that covers a film from a certain perspective, like Camille Paglia talking about Greek tragedy in reference to the birds?" No, no. But I do have, I don't know that, but I'll give you this card about a Hitchcock book I have, which actually mentions that in all of Hitchcock's horror films, birds are prominent. There you go. And I'm not just talking about the movie The Birds. You know, you got the stuffed birds in Psycho. You got Rear Window. Birds fly right by the window before the murder. It's that stuff is cool. That stuff gives me chills going, this director thought that all freaking out. That's amazing. Okay. Yes, that's the one with Gibson and Sinise. Dimension of 13. Yeah, Coppola's first film. Yeah, the axe murder in the pond. Yeah. Um, Search for Spock is a very funny, a very enjoyable film. Funny, fast-paced theater. I was at 1984. Enjoyed it. George, you must be near my age. Yeah, I was in the theater too and enjoyed it too. I mean, of course, we can all agree Wrath of Khan is the best Star Trek film, probably to this date. A lot of people will bring up the Borg one um, of the Next Generation. Maybe that's the best of that Next Generation series, but and a lot of people will bring up the Voyage Home with the whales as being the best Star Trek film. But no, Wrath of Khan, you can't beat Wrath of Khan. That is the best. Cat and mouse, you know, it's like a submarine chase in the clouds between the two of them. It's a revenge story because it calls back to one of the original series episodes. Um, it's phenomenal. I'll always love Wrath of Khan, but those others are they're okay. They're entertaining. Five is entertaining, but it's just not just like the first one. The first one, I'll never forget going to a theater, fancy big theater in Chicago. We went there. Star Trek, a movie of Star Trek, sat in these big seats. I was going to say the S word, and the credits, and then the first. What is the first thing you see? Dun, 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 the Klingon ships, dun, 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 dun. And you're like, holy crap, this is gonna be amazing. And then at the end, you get the Voyager, and this bald girl and the guy getting together the lights, and it's like, not to mention the middle where where they're flying around the Enterprise for 10, 20 minutes, or when they're going into the comet where V'ger is, and it's like 2001, and you're like, are they there yet? No? Okay. Yeah, so 1, 5 are not my favorites. Not my favorites. Okay. Dimension of 13, any good? Kubrick, I thought you knew of it. You brought up Coppola's first film. Yeah, it's worth a watch. It's it's a first film, you know. It's like watching Scorsese's first film. It's probably a must see, but is it good? That determines on the viewer, you know. Um, if they can look at a director and what his early vision was during his filmmaking starting process and separate that from where he is now, yeah, it's a good film. Um, George says, I could never get into the next generation. All the episodes seem like it takes place on the ship. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of Next Generation. The only time I really kind of got into it, there was a period there. Was it in the 90s or the early 2000s where one of the television stations had asked the fans to rank the very best episodes of the next generation series, and they played all the voted best episodes. And I watched that, not all of them, not all day, but I watched a lot of them, and I kind of grew to appreciate them more, just seeing the best ones. It's kind of like the X Files. I'm not a fan of the X Files, but I appreciate the episodes that have nothing to do with aliens. The guy that could stretch and morph and creep through a tiny window crack or a escalator, and the circus one with Vincent Chevalier with his twin, and uh, oh, Home, the one with the hillbilly family keeping the mother under the bed, and the cockroach one. You know, I mean, the cockroach one was so great because I was watching it, and they do this effect where the roach crawls over the screen, and you actually think it's on your own TV as you're watching it. Great effect. Um, those are the ones I enjoy of X Files, just like there are certain ones I really enjoy of Next Generation. And the movies, it's kind of the same thing as with the original cast. Every other one is kind of okay. You know, the first contact is really kind of cool, and you know, they move along. They're not all great. I'm not a big fan of the cast, but yeah, they are what they are, and we watch and we move along. Wait, I skipped something. Okay, Drax says I started to watch Pearson of interest. Oh, Person of Interest months ago. Really liked it, but that's a lot of episodes to watch. Person of Interest, I haven't seen. Is that the one with he was in The Office, and he was in uh, uh, um, oh, what the frack is his name? He was in Bad Influence with Rob Lowe. Anyway, yeah, I heard it was a good show. I just never watched it. Oh wait, Star Trek one I saw when I was a kid was kind of a letdown, maybe a little more interesting now. Yeah, you know, since the director came in and they enhanced all the special effects, it is more of an entertaining film, but it's still long and boring. It's still long and boring. And when you get to that ending, it just seems like one of the television episodes that shouldn't have been 2 hours. It could have been done in like 40 minutes. Um, yeah, yeah. Did I see Roger Corman's The Terror? Of course I have. Of course. And The Raven, which I have the original poster there signed by Vincent Price right in front of my eyes, which Jack Nicholson was also in. Um, Yeah, the ending of The Terror scared the F out of me as a little kid when he kisses her and her face just starts to melt and the blood and she turns into a skull. That was a very impactful scene when I was a little kid watching The Terror for the first time. Uh, Also, a Karloff movie called Die Monster Die, which was based, I believe, on a Lovecraft story. Um, really freaked the hell out of me when I was a little kid. Yeah, Corman all the way. I've seen just about everything he's done, except for that giant cheerleader movie he did recently, which was supposed to be in 3D. I have not seen that at all. But just about every other Roger Corman film I've seen, everything, even his like motorcycle films and hot rod films from the 60s and 70s. I've seen all of his stuff. Um, do you like the X-Files movie? I think maybe a lot of people liked it, but I thought it was bad. No, again, because it it stressed on the alien thing. And I understand that X-Files started out and was meant to be a we're not alone and aliens are among us and let's find the weird stuff. But like I said before, I was more of a fan of like a Cold Shack, a Night Stalker, where there were other weird mysteries going on and they had to investigate them, or a Friday the 13th television series where stuff was going on and every episode was a little different. It was a weird little thing happening. The whole alien timeline does nothing for me. So neither one of the movies did anything for me. Um, uh, Probably know that Roger Corman makes an appearance in. Yeah, so does George A. Romero. George Romero makes an appearance in Silence of the Lambs. You should know that, Kubrick. What do I think of Corman Shatner film that didn't make a lot of money, but many say was his probably best film? Are you talking about the one where Shatner is the white? I was going to say supremacist. He's the white bigot and he comes to this town and he's really bigoted and causes a lot of race issues. Yes, I don't know if that's his best film, but it's probably Shatner's best film, I'll say. If that's the one you're talking about, I know it. It's better than that other one that Shatner did, where he was speaking in this weird Spanish language, which I can't think of the name right now of. But the one where he's a racist coming to that town and spreading hate is Shatner's amazing in that film. Like I said, whether it's Corman's best film, I couldn't say, but I did see it and I did like it. And Shatner was great in it. My friend has a copy of the Corman Shatner film. He's going to lend me. Yeah, watch it. Definitely watch it. George Romero, Where in Silence, really. Um, when they go to when Hannibal's in the cage and they're just about to release him to go into the ambulance after he kills the one guy in the cage, Jack Napier, I believe. Um, there are guys walking to the cage, and there's this one shot, and there's a guy pulls up a walkie-talkie, and he starts talking in it. That's George Romero. Um, Also, I believe Tom Savini's in there somewhere. I thought I heard that, but that is kind of fleeting. I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining that, but I do know George Romero's in there, and so is Buzz Killman from a Chicago radio station here, who used to be partners with uh, Jonathan Brandmeier. He's in the thing. He's the guy in the actual ambulance that gets attacked when he comes up with the face. Um, uh, yeah, the Shatner film, the racist one. Yeah, Incubus. Yeah, that's the one where he's speaking that weird. Spanish. Esperanto. There it is, Esperanto. Yes, that's the language. They created this language for this movie. Just wrapped up X-Files box and Xmas gift wrap. Cool. Have I ever seen Shatner? Yes, I've seen Incubus. Yeah, that's the one we're talking about. Esperanto. But I did watch the first seasons on TV. Yeah, you're talking X-Files. Yeah. Wow. Good talk, everybody. Good talk. What else you want to talk about? What else you want to talk about? Talk about. I'm going to throw that down. And while we're talking, oh, so I guess Silence of the Lambs had a lot of Demi's friend. Yeah, there were a lot of little cameos in the thing. Kubrick. Demi did that. And it's you know what's a great if you've never seen and it's a great introduction to a band if you've never heard of them and after you see the movie you will instantly fall in love with them is a movie he did called Stop Making Sense which uh, features um, oh my god Talking Heads, right? Talking Heads, which is a brilliant band from the late 80s, early 90s. Um, and there's this movie called Stop Making Sense. If you're a fan of The Reanimator, the Brian Usna film, The Reanimator, Jeffrey Combs, in the main hero's bedroom, there's a poster right above his bed of that movie, the movie poster, Stop Making Sense. Great movie, great concert, great freaking concert. My God, it's one of those best concert movies ever done. Um, started Demi at the. Oh man, you know so many people, Kubrick. I'm pissed at you. Uh, I know you've talked about it before, but man, you were so lucky to meet him, meet all these people you brought up. I'm just checking my video here. Just want to see if it edited well. Looks great. Don't F up. Good. Okay, I can upload this now. All right. Ever heard of Mr. Mean Mayo? Does a lot of live chats, mainly talks Beatles music. No, I have not, George. I didn't really know him, but he would remember me because we would talk to each other at the theater. Yeah, I met a lot of famous people, but they don't know me. I'm not friends with them. There's only one guy I'm a friend with that actually made it to Hollywood and would know me if we saw each other on the street. But when I worked downtown at uh, one of these live theaters, it was called the Blackstone. I met David Bowie, Dustin Hoffman, Nell Carter, Gary Coleman, Philip Anglum, um, um, one of the guys from Friday the 13th Part 2 was in a show. John Malkovich I met. And it was just basically, we were all in the same theater and I was an usher. And during the rehearsals, I was there to just kind of keep an eye on things. Kind of like a security guard, usher. Nobody can come into the theater while they're setting up. And we would just have little chats like, "Hey, how you like Chicago?" "Oh, it's pretty good. I was born, we were here and blah blah blah." And Dustin Hoffman was the only one that I couldn't talk much to because he was one of those actors that was he would he would put a screen in front of his face, an invisible screen, and he would get into his character. And like an hour before the show even started, he was that character. He was uh, he was Willie Loman from Death Takes a Holiday, and yeah, uh, doing that. And you would talk to him, and he would just say, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." Just like whatever the character of this Willie Loman was, who was a failed salesman. And it wasn't until after the show was over, it was the last time it was ever going to play at this theater. I brought in my Tootsie poster. I had a poster, a one sheet of Tootsie, and he signed it. And that was the only time he goes, "Hey, Raj, nice to meet you." It was great. And you know, um, if he knew me from when he was in character and he saw me there by the seats, walking around, watching him on stage, I don't know. But at that one time, he was like, "Hey, nice to meet you. Here you go to Roger." Dustin Hoffman. That was kind of cool. David Bowie, he played the Elephant Man at that theater, and I went backstage one time and didn't say much. He was just like, "Oh yeah, here you go, there you go," and that was it. But anyway, where are we? Um, have I ever heard about the Beatles guy who deconstructs the albums and analyzes them? He's done lectures on them and the Burns, but I haven't seen them personally. No, I know nothing about that. Kubrick. Method acting, Hoffman. Yeah, method acting. Yeah. Daniel Day-Lewis would speak like his character during the shoot. Yeah. Yeah, there are some actors that get into that. Like what's that school they go to? It's a female name, I think. Um, where if they're trained there, they once they get into the building or the set, they are that character and they don't break character even when the cameraman says cut. When the director says cut, they're still the character and they go off and they go to their trailer and they're still the character and they come out and they do their next scene and you can't talk to them about anything. Um, Not at all like just like an actor who is like really serious, and then they go cut and go, "Well, I'm glad that's over. Let's go get a beer after this. How about it? You want to go to get a beer?" It's not like that with a lot of them. Um, Stella Ad, no, not at, no, not Stella Adler. That doesn't sound familiar to me. Lee G. Cobb, Willie Loman to Hoffman's. I have the teleplay salesman with Cobb. Cobb. Was Lee J. Cobb in the television version or the movie version, George? Let me know because I even think Hoffman, I think there was a television special that actually aired with him as Willie Loman. Um, just as Nell Carter was they had a television special of Ain't Misbehavin', which is an African American. Oh, I freaking love that musical stage show performance that went on, and I think they were doing that around the '90s, where if they were really popular on stage, like a blockbuster stage show, they would film it and they would put it on television. Um, no, I don't, Kubrick. Golden Age of Television? No, I don't own that. Um, let me know what's on it. Just give me a quick rundown. What are the most popular things that are on that disc or discs? And as we're waiting, I'm going to upload my latest video. Do that, put that on private until it's all uploaded. There we go. Okay, it's uploading. It says it's going to take 12 minutes. You know, I talked to Sasha from I Ain't Got Time to Bleed, and he says when he uploads like a 10-minute video, it takes like 2 hours. I'm just uploading a 25-minute video, and it's going to take 12 minutes. I sincerely think there's an issue with his internet connection, which he probably really needs to look into because it shouldn't take that long. Drax asks, favorite thriller suspense film series, one from the decade 60s to now. Oh, wow. Good question. Cobb was on the 66 version on TV. He originated Willie on Broadway. Oh, really? I didn't know Lee J. Cobb was the original Willie Loman. Wow. Only films, not series. Favorite thriller suspense. Oh man, I'd have to go. I'm going to have to cheat and do the Google what came out that year. Let's do it. I can start giving you names, but I couldn't give you the years. Start 60s. Damn, got hiccups. Okay, there's one. There's another. Wow, 60s had so many great thrillers. Holy crap, what's my favorite? What is my favorite? Oh, okay. Okay. Um, seriously, 1960? Where are we? Here we go. Favorite thriller suspense of 1960 would be Failsafe. I freaking love Failsafe. It's a horrifying nightmare. This is going to take all night if we do this. uh, uh, Failsafe is 60. You want me to go to 61? No, I can't even do that. Don't do it that nice. Jeez. What about that? What about that? We're not going to do this all night. I'm just going to give you maybe the first 5 years. Wow, that came out? No, this is a terrible website. Why would it? Can't even rely on the Google. That's not suspense. That's horror. Come on now. That's romance. Okay, we're gonna. I'm sorry, man. We're gonna. I'll make a list and I'll send it to you. I can't. I can't spend time looking at all the movies that were released that year. Okay. Okay. What film do I regret watching because I would like those 2 hours of my movie watching back? Yours would be Chicago. This is Kubrick. Are you talking about the new Chicago musical that came out about 6 years ago? Um, Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never felt Forrest Gump. And that was longer than 2 hours. Forrest Gump. I want my hours back. Didn't care for it. Don't care for it. That also adds into the question of what movie do I hate that everybody loves? Forrest Gump. I'll bow my head. You could throw stones now. Did I ever see 7 Days in May? Yes. Cool flick. Kubrick, have you ever seen 7 Days? Look it up. I don't think you could sit through it. It's about a guy whose daughter, his little daughter, 5, 6 year old daughter, gets attacked by a rapist and killed, and he steals them from the police and he keeps them in his basement and he tortures them for 7 days. It's a great effing film, but very hard to watch. Very hard to watch, but it's morally, it's like if you had the chance, would you take the law in your own hands? And what would you do to the guy who killed your daughter? Or do you just let the police deal with it? Called 7 Days. I believe it's a French film. Oh, got it on Blu-ray. It's available on Blu-ray. Look it up. Um, one each decade. Oh, that's a little easier. Okay. Well, then that'll take even longer because I got to look at each year. Okay. Did you ever see Spy? Of course. Dude, you're mentioning classics. I've seen all the movies, man. I'm a movie guy. The Chicago Miramax one. Yeah. I like Forrest Gump, maybe not my favorite, but it was okay. I don't like Pulp Fiction as much. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, there are people that don't like pulp. You know, there's a few Tarantino films people don't like. That it seems like he's the great guy of Hollywood. Everybody loves every single thing he does, and that's again why I start straying away from Hollywood and start watching foreign films and stuff because especially now, not to get political, but with everything that's coming out about the smut and everything that's happening in Hollywood and how everything is put together due to forcibility and yeah, yeah. Not that everything is happening that way, but if you really step back and you look, somebody said recently on one of my streams that the 70s was probably still so far the best decade of movies. I'd have to agree. The 80s was a great escape, a great pop era, and there were fantastic effing movies that came out in the 80s. But the 70s changed the way movies were compared to the 60s, the musical 60s and the beach blanket bingo and the 50s and the 40s, the film noir and all that stuff. The 70s came around and it became, there were a whole bunch of mavericks that came out, your Scorsese, your Coppola, your Kubrick, all these people that um, just broke the boundaries and there were no ratings back then. There was really, the rating system was very lax and they could do anything they wanted, and it just changed the look and the style and the feel of movies. That the 70s and then, like I said, the 80s started pulling the reins back and everything became sugar coated. The Spielbergs and Zemeckis, and everything became fun and pop. And of course, there were the horror, and of course, even the horror got poppy. And the Freddy movies and the Friday movies got all kind of. But the late '70s, they were still grimy and dirty. The original Friday, the original Nightmare, were grimy. Black Friday and the Argento films of the '70s were greasy and grimy and horrifying. And the '80s just started to sugarcoat everything. And so going back to what I started right at the beginning, I think that the '70s is one of our best decades that a lot of people never go back and look at. Only film people will go back and look at The Godfather, French Connection, Bullet, things like that. Taking a Pelham 123, Dog Day Afternoon, Serpico, Cruising. Uh, there's nothing that can be done like that again today, unless you are a foreign film or unless you do it totally. Dawn of the Dead was '78. Unless you could do it um, totally unrated and will never get a wide release. It was such an amazing decade. Jaws, come on, Jaws was in the '70s. Um, yeah, yeah, that's okay. I'll get off my soapbox now. What's everybody asking? Bogart films. There's a BD said I'd like to. Oh, there we go. Okay, ask me that everybody likes, but nobody. I don't like Casablanca. Let me bow my head. Throw the rocks. Throw the rocks. Throw the rocks. I don't like Casablanca. I don't see. Just like Forrest Gump, I don't see what's the big deal about it. I don't. I don't. I can understand Citizen Kane because he's a 26, 27-year-old kid that made that movie. That freaking thing's amazing for a 20-year-old to make. Casablanca, just don't get it. Just. Why do people like it? I don't know. Maltese is great. African Queen is great. Treasure is great. Yes, you have to throw in Key Largo. That's my guilty pleasure. I love Key Largo, Edward G, and I love Key Largo. Anyway, I think Roger told me he's never seen. No, I've seen it. I just don't care for it. Black Christmas. Yes, Black Christmas is amazing. Last Detail. Yes, Last Detail. Yes. Oh, man, poor Randy Quaid, man. What the F, man? Anybody out there watch Tosh Point oh? If they do, tell me that is Randy doing the opening monologue where it's like, warning, anything happening in this show is. That's frickin' Randy Quaid. They got him out. They dug him out of Canada and they made him do the opening credit. Randy Quaid with his big old beard doing sex tapes with his wife on the internet. Yeah, look it up. Look it up if you want to go there. Yeah, poor Randy. But yeah, Nicholson. Oh, Last Detail's great. Even Cider House rules. Who am I talking to? I'm talking to you, dude. Am I talking to you? Am I talking to you? No one else here. I must be talking to you. I like Casablanca. It's a tearjerker for me at the end of the film. We just watched with Sasha The Exorcist, the extended cut. And I actually mentioned at the very end of the commentary that we did, which wasn't added to his video because we got a copyright strike, that the ending of the original cut, the director's cut, is very Casablanca-like, with the priest and the cop walking off talking about them going to see a movie. And then if you watch Exorcist 3, they're talking about going to see It's a Wonderful Life, which is really kind of cool. But no, Casablanca doesn't do a damn thing for me. Doesn't do a damn thing. African Queen is amazing. Touch of Evil, of fucking course. Orson Welles is one of the most slimy characters in that movie, man. Oh, yeah, yeah. Orson Welles. Oh, he was 24. I thought he was 26. I thought he was 26, 27 when he did Kane. Yeah. Okay, 24. Wow. Still, that's why say what you will about that movie. Um, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I'll watch it. I'll appreciate it. I'll love it. Um, Even though it has a King Kong shot in it, I'll still a shot from King Kong with pterodactyls flying through the air. I'll still love it. Um, Sasha loves African Queen. Yeah. Where is Sasha? Orson Welles was 24. My list from each decade, top of my head, point blank. Point blank, you're a big Lee Marvin fan, ain't you? Marathon Man. Oh, is it safe? What the fuck? Where is it? See, now 70s, I'd have to go with All That Jazz. I believe that was 78, 79. Oh, well, again, I just talked like 5 minutes about 70s films. And the first thing I said for favorite was All That Jazz. And it is one of my freaking favorite movies of all time. I love the editing in that thing. The editing. Lenny. Oh, man. Okay. Anyway, Blowout. Oh, Blowout is great. De Palma. The game. Yeah, the game. Fincher's game. Yeah. Well, I'd go with another Fincher, but we're talking 0000s, and I'd have to look. Memento, Source Code. Source Code, really? It's a great movie, but I don't know if I would call it the best of that decade. Um, Five Easy Pieces, Famous Dialer. Yeah, I want you to put the chicken between your leg. Taxi Driver. Taxi Driver. Yeah, 24 years old. Yeah. 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 Hey guys, I gotta make another drinky wink because it's my birthday and I need to drink. So talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna go make a drink. When I come back, I'll catch up and answer your questions. Okay. Bye bye. I'll be back. Yeah, I'm back. Just going to copy. I don't know if this will work. Anybody wants to join into the stream. Visually. Whatever. Why is this showing that? Anyway, I don't know. 24 years old. Oh, nobody said anything. Okay. Well, screw you. Nobody wants to talk to anybody else. So yeah, I got some great 70s films, man, but it's hard to frickin' figure out what are the best, and it's or what are the favorites, because there's so many of them. There really are. Yeah, yeah. Three others from Prisoners, Nightcrawler. Nocturnal Animals. I didn't get the hype. I saw it. I enjoyed it. Didn't get the hype from it. Just was like, okay. Nightcrawler's amazing. Prisoners, I have not seen. So it's on my wish list to pick up the Blu-ray someday. I've just never picked it up, but I hear it's pretty damn fantastic. Yeah. What the hell was that? I heard some. So I got 9 viewers. Tell me what you want to talk about. My damn birthday, man. How's my upload going? Is 12 minutes done? Oh, it's done. New video coming shortly. Okay, my video is available. I just need to put a tag on it and put a thumbnail on it. See if I got any strikes. And I got strikes. Why do I have strikes on this? Is every video getting strikes now? I confirm my video is suitable for all advertisers. Why would I get a strike on this? I don't show anything. Well, the first 5 seconds I show stuff. But just like my dream video, it's just me sitting there talking about a dream and I got a strike. Well, I didn't get a strike. I just got a not suitable for most advertisers.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, come on. Shut the F up, man.
Oh, we're curbing our language today? Is that what's happening?
Well, did you see my dream video?
I was away from home. I just got in. I saw you were live, so I said,
okay,
let me poke in and say hi.
I did a dream video where I'm just sitting here talking about a dream I had, and it's got a not suitable for people. Is it too scary? What the F are they? Which is why I call this YouTube sucks. And
do you have tags on your video? Because they don't. It's not like they check your language.
Yeah, well, there's tags like my name.
Okay.
Nightmare.
That might be the word. If
stories.
There's certain buzzwords that you can't monetize. Nightmare, horror, thriller, gore,
really?
Blood. Yeah.
So when you do your like reviews of Friday and stuff,
dude, I don't put any tags on my stuff. Any.
Oh, maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, they're not watching your videos and screening for fucks.
Because I was wondering, there was a stage play I did called Murder Among Friends, and it got instantly flagged. Murder. And I thought, is it the word murder?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's what they do.
Yeah, I'm 90% confident that that's what the problem is.
Damn, that sucks, man. That really sucks.
Well,
So
I
I
mean,
can't put the attack because is attack a word?
if you put it in the tags, they won't let it go.
So it's
Because
okay on the title, but they look at the tag.
yeah, you might want to get a thesaurus and see if you could squeeze a different word out of attack.
Yeah, but the name of the movie is Attack
Oh,
on.
yeah. Yeah, make sure you put like a quote then.
Wow.
YouTube's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's gotten so bad. It's gotten whatever the new computer scanning system is absolutely re-effing ridiculous, as they say.
Roger, you don't have to curb your language. They're not watching your videos. They're
I would think after 4 hours, nobody's watching.
yeah. And plus, how would they have it that fast? Like there's.
I just uploaded this thing like within.
Well, that's what I'm
12
saying.
minutes.
Like there's not people that are watching and screening saying, okay, he said the F word. That's it. We have to not suitable. It's not the, especially streaming. It's not the content. It's the buzzwords you're trying to get attention with.
Okay.
So advertisers say, well, wait a minute, I can't put my M&M's commercial on this. He's talking about nightmares.
He's talking about murder. About attacking someone.
Yeah, there's no context. It's just, oh, that word's not good.
Jeez. I never thought of it that way with the tags, but yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, my porn bit, the stand-up thing that I did from last week, the word porn. Bye, not suitable. The word porn.
But yet you got these memes, these dank memes and stuff that are all over YouTube of people pummeling other people, hitting them in the mouth, throwing them around, people getting their limbs broken, and you're seeing the foot hanging and stuff.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Sure. There's no tags on it. That's why.
There's no broken foot tag. Jeez. I'm just looking back here. What did I think of The Hatred? Dave, I never saw The Hatred. Don't even know what that is. Headhunters, I have on Blu-ray. It's a great film. I didn't like Gone Girl that much. Gone Girl was okay. You don't like?
I loved it. Perhaps it was a bit inspirational because I was at the tail end
of a girl.
Yeah, I was trying to frame my ex-wife for murder.
But the only thing is you didn't stick with her.
Yeah. You know, the ending.
No, Gone Girl was kind of a cool little Hitchcockian type story.
And it's Fincher too. I mean, like, even not good Fincher is good. And I thought it was quite good regardless.
Yeah. See, you missed all my soapbox talking about 70s movies and all that. You'll have to go back and watch because I'm not going to do it.
Well, you mean tonight?
Yeah. How long have I been on? I've been on for 2 hours. So, yeah, I did this whole. Well, I was talking, and then I did this whole rant on YouTube. And now it makes sense. Now it makes sense that tags are gone now. But
well, you know, it's not that you have to take them away. You just have to think, okay, is this a word that, you know, McDonald's would want to put, you know, an advertisement on?
Yeah.
And like it nightmare, terror, like anything that's.
Yeah, like I was saying. I mean, there are times that they catch you saying, "Well, you're using copyrighted material, but you could use it. You're just not going to get monetized for it." And I'm like, "Okay, that's fine. I just want my video to stay intact the way I edited it."
Right.
And then there are these new things saying, "Oh, you're not suitable," and it's like, "What is this? What's this now?" You know. I don't, like I said, I don't give a damn either way. I just don't want them to say, there was one Indian film I did recently. I can't tell you what it was, where I just had to keep cutting the clips down to a certain time, like within 30 seconds. If it went over 30 seconds, I got a flag, and it was banned in all countries.
Hmm.
But if it was under 30 seconds, it went through fine.
Yeah,
No
that's the
problem.
algorithm. The algorithm
Yeah.
is Roger. Go ahead, keep complaining. I'm sorry.
No. That's what I'm here to
No,
complain and celebrate my birthday. Complain about getting way too old, too fast, and not liking it very much.
yeah, no, I'm with you there. Um, so I finally got a new movie for the first time in probably half a year.
Your watch just lit up by
Yeah,
itself. Why
it
is
does
that?
that. If I turn my wrist,
Oh, that's
it
kind of cool.
it's kind of cool. It's a little
Does it
annoying at
talk
night.
to you?
I don't think so.
Can you see Charlotte Johansson on there?
If I wanted to, yeah.
All right. What did you pick up recently?
Oh, Lost in America.
Oh yeah,
Thoughts?
Albert Brooks.
Hmm.
Um, Funny movie. Have you ever seen it?
No, I saw it after this time getting it because the Criterion sale's going on, but
Oh,
it
what
quite
what's her name from Airplane?
yeah. Julie Haggerty,
Haggerty. Yeah, yeah. The whole money thing, and she made a
22.
mistake. We want our money back.
Yeah. So the only Albert, well, I saw Mother. I'm seemingly going backwards with the Albert Brooks stuff. I really love Defending Your Life. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah,
I quite enjoyed that, which doesn't have a Blu-ray release, I don't think.
that was very smart. That movie was very,
Mm.
very smart. It was
Hmm.
really well done. Uh, Lost in America is probably his most well-known film, I
Okay.
would have to say, and most cherished. Um, Real People, is that one of his? The one where the camera is following him around? Which was way ahead of its time because it's very much like The
79.
Office.
Yeah, with the people, the camera guy's got like a helmet on and he's got his hands
Yeah,
in the helmet.
they're all
I,
filming him
I
and stuff.
haven't seen that movie. I've seen a trailer for it. I'm like,
The
oh, okay.
trailer, did you see the 3D trailer,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
not
yeah.
3D?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like based on those two clips alone, I'm intrigued. And again, another movie that just buried.
And
Can't. Well,
if you do some research, probably on YouTube, I'm guessing they're on YouTube. The first time I ever heard of Albert Brooks was the first season and two of SNL,
mhm.
when Chevy Chase and all them were on there. He would send in these short films,
Okay.
and those were freaking hilarious. Every single one he did. He must have did at least six or seven. Like I said, you might be able to find those on YouTube. Watch
Mhm.
those because those are genius.
Well,
Those,
dude, on the special features for Lost in America, there's an interview with him, and he does this ventriloquist bit that is very funny. If you want to, that is going way back. I think it's 71 when he did this. He does this ventriloquist bit, and it's funny. It's funny. So I'll look at the SNL thing. You have to go find the ventriloquist bit. But apparently he never did stand up, and he was doing this
yeah,
ventriloquist bit, and it's like, ugh, guy's just smart, man.
yeah, oh yeah. He's ahead of a lot of people's heads. He's
Mm.
up there a little bit. And I didn't care for his last one, the one where he went and was doing stand up in Iraq, was it?
Oh yeah, finding comedy in the Muslim world or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that
Yeah.
that I didn't find too funny,
Mm.
but it was still entertaining, you know. Uh,
Hmm.
but yeah, he's kind of an acquired taste. He's like a Larry David, you know.
That's a good comparison.
He would be good on that show, really, because
Mm.
he's good with improv. And I have a problem with Larry David. Well, I have a problem with Curb because the first like 4 or 5 seasons were hilarious because they were situations he would mistakenly get into. Whereas all these newer seasons, he's causing for himself and he's just becoming a bastard. He's just an idiot.
Yeah, what was that
And
movie?
I don't find it funny. It's
Yeah.
like, well, you deserve this because you're an idiot.
Yeah, what was that movie that they did on HBO where it was Larry David and it was he like designed a car or something like that, or he had an idea for a car and Paul John Hamm was in it. Start Over or something like that.
Was that an HBO thing or was that the
Yeah,
Woody Allen movie? Because
it
I think
was
he
an
was in
HBO
a Woody
movie.
Allen movie too.
What the hell? No, it's not Clean Slate. I'm gonna find out the name of it. But it's the same thing. It's Larry David doing the Larry David thing, but he was a jerk.
Yeah.
Uh,
You know, there's that uncomfortable humor, you know, that Office, that Ricky Gervais, that really is really funny. And that's how Curb started out. And now it's just like, well, you're getting yourself into it because you're not saying the right stuff. And a normal person wouldn't say that.
Right.
You know?
The name of the movie's Clear History.
Wow.
Yeah, not very good. The character's unlikable in my opinion. I mean, he's kind of writing that. There's a certain point where you get enough fans, and it's just you just have to. If you do a certain thing, people are with you, and I really think
keep the grind going. People like it. You think people like it, and yeah.
So I can't say that I opened for Louis C.K. anymore.
Well, you can't say that you did open.
I can't have it as a.
Or you can't say that you didn't open.
I
was just going to bring him up too, but go ahead.
So, yeah, that was kind of one of my, when people bring me up on stage, accolades include open for Louis Black, Louis C.K. Now I have to omit one of them. Oh well.
wait. Why do you have to omit him?
Oh, I don't want to, whatever. Is
there something that was exposed that I didn't hear about yet?
5 women. It's funny you use the word exposed.
Wait a minute. You're talking like Charlie Sheen and Weinstein like type stuff?
Yeah. His movie.
Really? He doesn't pulled his movie that way.
Dude, his stand-up's pretty. What they're saying on CNN is that life is mimicking his satire, and
are you kidding?
Listen. Apparently, this is all hearsay. He hasn't admitted to any of it yet, but apparently, same thing. He would invite girls up to his hotel room and just start handling business. Which, I mean, I guess if you're going to be harassed and or assaulted, some dude standing in a room. It could be worse, I guess. Is the silver lining in it?
Well, I guess you can't really say, well, I didn't expect that from him, because
no, he literally apparently this new movie that was supposed to come out. There's a scene where there's violent masturbation in it. So
that's the Woody Allen one, or not the Woody?
No,
Allen.
it's a Louis C.K.
With Pamela Aldron and the black and white one.
Yep.
Wow.
It's all.
Well, see, now that even gets closer. That gets, my buddy Eric, the internet Eric here. He did a video where it's like, well, you got the guy from Jeepers Creepers who molested a kid, and he went to jail and he did his time and he came out and then he made these 2 sequels, and people are not going to watch his movie because he's a child molester.
Right.
And then you got Roman Polanski, and he ran away, and he still wins Oscars and makes fantastic films. And Woody Allen, same thing. The Sunyi stuff. Louis C.K. is a genius in my eyes. Everything from Horace to Pete to going all the way back to his early television show and his stand-ups. And what I'm getting at is like,
The art from the human.
can you separate that and still appreciate that? It's like, yeah, he's that way in real life, but man, he's such a talented MF.
Dude,
You know?
Kevin Spacey, the same thing. Kevin
Well,
Spacey.
yeah.
A month ago, you would have said he's an incredible actor.
Well, the bobblehead actor, I would always say.
That's funny.
Because if you watch any of his roles, he does the whole.
Yeah.
Well,
it's funny.
But
yeah,
you're right. It's the same thing. It's like, well, I kind of knew Spacey was a little flamboyant, so that stuff did.
Yeah, he was.
The molesting thing is, and then now Charlie Sheen. Well, Charlie Sheen's all effed up anyway with all
what
that
happened
stuff.
Is Charlie Sheen? Is there
He
news about
was
Charlie Sheen?
he was accused of sodomizing Corey Haim during Lucas, the movie Lucas or something.
Really?
Yeah, that all started coming out this week.
Really?
And apparently Corey Feldman is being very serious because he came out last week saying he's going to start exposing all these people.
He's been saying that for weeks, though.
He's been saying it for years. For years. He even wrote a book about it. And publishers have told him you can't say names. But now since the Weinstein thing came out, he's just like, I don't care who sues me. I'm going to say what I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that stuff's going on in Hollywood. It's a cesspool. It's the casting couch. There was always rumors and goofy stuff.
There's like heavy rumors about Bryan Singer too.
Really, Bryan Singer.
Oh, apparently there's Bryan Singer. There's the what's his name? A child actor who ended up like there's this ring of Hollywood people that they even made a documentary about it, that there's some weird things going on, and Bryan Singer was a part of that group. And the more the one piece of yarn gets yanked,
yeah, the more comes out.
It almost, I mean, to touch on what you were talking about with Polanski and all them, it almost makes you like, all right, well, do I give that much credit to somebody just in case something comes out in a couple of weeks that, like, I mean, I think Kevin Spacey's an incredible actor, but it's
I think it's kind of what you feel in your heart, in your soul of entertainment. I could watch Seven and think Spacey's brilliant in that film. But do I care that he did everything that they say? No, I don't care. That if he goes to jail, I don't care. He did a fantastic performance and he made this film. The same with Polanski, the same with Louis C.K., with his series and all his sketches and stuff. But that's me. I can kind of differentiate between what is the real person and what is the talent. I don't know. Are we going to find out Da Vinci raped Mona Lisa to make her pose for her painting? Will that change the famous the popularity of that painting, the greatness of that painting?
So I'm with you to a degree, but yeah, separate the art from the person. But when the art does come from, like, Louis C.K. has a bit about masturbating in front of people.
Yeah.
Like when the art is the situation, then what? Because it's not satire. It's coming from a place of experience. I don't know.
Life
Making
is
light of
art.
it. Mm,
Right? You know, life is art. Experience is art.
mhm.
You know, you're a comedian, so you know. Don't you
Dude, I
reach
got
back?
scolded by half of this community because of satire. So you don't have to tell me about art.
No, no. But I mean, to reach back into your life and look for those funny moments
Oh,
or
sure,
those
sure.
bizarre moments to talk about and
Right.
develop and either expand or change in some way. That's the way I see Louis C.K. Maybe,
Well,
you know, he can rape somebody and say, "Man, I'd love to give that girl a bag of dicks," you know, and
mhm.
maybe he did, but it's still funny.
Jim Jeffries has a bit where he talks about Bill Cosby. And apparently somebody asks Jim Jeffries, why can't you be more wholesome? Why can't you do more wholesome humor like Bill Cosby? And Jim Jeffries says, well, yeah, I say cunt a lot, but, you know, I've never raped.
I miss his show. I miss his show, man.
Jim Jeffries
Yeah,
or
he had a
Cosby?
TV show. I got the first season. They only released the first season of it. I also miss Mark Maron's show, although he's
Oh,
now on Glow, so that's kind of cool. But his television show, and I still listen to his podcast. His podcast is brilliant. I don't know if you've ever listened to it. If you ever
Mark Maron's
do,
funny.
look up his interview with Robin Williams. It was like a month before Williams
Yeah.
himself, and it's haunting because Williams is talking about leaving and stuff. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but Mark Maron is another great comedian. Not necessarily comedian, but just a like a Howard Stern, a great conversationalist. He pulls
Mm-hmm.
things out of those people,
Mm-hmm.
gets into these really great conversations. Say what you will about Howard Stern, but I think he's fantastic in that right. But it's weird, man. I mean, this is you're. I think we're going to see this through the end of the year. I think we're going to see so many more people come out. I think we're going to see something about Travolta. I think we're
Yeah.
going to see something about Vince Vaughn. I think we're going to see something about possibly DiCaprio. And when it gets that far, if it gets that far, do you think it's hype?
What makes you say DiCaprio? I'm curious to know where that's coming from.
Because he's beloved, just like these other guys.
Oh, just you don't have any educated guess. You're just
No, no,
saying.
no, no, no.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
just
saying.
saying. He's an actor who was young at that time of all these other guys. The same with
Oh,
Vince Vaughn, and you know, it's almost like that early '80s. There was this bubble of all these actors that started coming out, and they're
Vince Vaughn's
adults
in the
now.
'90s, not the '80s.
What's that?
Vince Vaughn's in the '90s, not the
Oh,
'80s.
well, that's yeah, you're right. Well, I could be mistaken on a lot, you know,
Mm.
but I don't ever think you'll ever see anything about Tom Hanks. You know,
Oh, I hope not.
oh, I hope not either. I hope not either, man. But it just seems like from now through the end of the year, we're gonna at least hear about three more. I didn't know about Louis C.K. until tonight.
Yeah,
So
it literally was just on CNN. Five
yeah.
five women accused.
So I don't know. I don't know. It's really rude.
Yep, yep. Art from the. Well, I mean, there's different like at what point is it like at
Mr.
what
Mean
point
Mayo. No, I'm sorry.
what
Mr. Mean Mail mentioned my Planet of the Apes TV show's T-shirt.
That's
I'm
a
just
TV
looking. I'm just looking through the chat, and
Oh,
somebody says I'm not taking questions anymore. And you guys can talk, man. If I see them, I'll answer your questions.
oh, what are the questions? We'll do it now.
How about Don Rickles? I think he's one of the great comedians. Yeah, of course.
Did he touch people?
I don't think so.
I hope not.
Uh, if it gets far with things coming out, how much is real, how much is made up? Um,
Mm, that's a good
Guess,
point too.
not sure. My first time participating here. What do I think of Jim Gaffigan's comedy? I think he's hilarious. Never really watched Jim Gaffigan.
Hot pockets. He's got a bit about hot pockets.
That's all you know.
Well, yeah. See, so I don't know. We're all flawed. I think that's part of it. You know,
Well, think about it. Think about it. Just step back and think about it. We're all human.
right?
We all have these desires and these fantasies.
Mm-hmm.
When you get to a certain plateau of familiarity and fame, doors open more and there are more opportunities. And if you are a truly, well, maybe not say truly evil person, but a person that are, well, not are looking for it, but are a little, what's the word? Not pushy. I'm thinking advancive of a certain thing. You could easily, as opposed to when you're a nobody, um, set up things and hey, come on up to my place and blah blah blah. And then when you're up there, then like the Weinstein, then you're kind of trapped in a way. And yeah, there is the no, but so do you think it's all kind of part of fame? That
Yeah, you know
familiarity
what?
and fame and popularity where somebody who's not as popular as, let's say, I'm just saying, Louis C.K., they'll go, well, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do what he wants because maybe it'll help my career. Like Weinstein. I better not say anything because he's going to
Right,
ruin my career.
right. Another, for the sake of argument, I think there's not 100% blame there. If somebody with because I was watching before that Louis C.K. apparently invited two girls up to his hotel room after a show, and as a comic who's hung out after shows many a time, listen, I'm not a pro at in any of this. I've had situations like it. The why don't you come back to the hotel room thing? That's not let's hang out and then you guys will leave at midnight and we'll listen to some records and then you guys can take off. When you're being invited to a certain situation with only the other party, uh, you gotta be a little aware of hmm this may not be a business meeting. This may be um so the I guess what I'm saying is there should be a little bit of expectation that something's not completely kosher, and if you're not down with that, like I feel like I'm not saying any one person is doing this, but I feel like it's kind of like, well, how much can I deal with as long as it ends up being uh, fortuitous for my career or
Right.
see, my short story was about stuff like this, where you know what people do to get ahead and what they put up with.
Yeah.
And now that all the shit's coming out, people are like, oh, all right, well, this happened to me back then. It's I mean, listen, it's people are abusing power. There's no way around that. But at the same time, you gotta be a little alert that
Yeah, but do you think this is bad to say, but do you think people getting into acting because their head is so headstrong into I want to be famous, I want to go places, I want to be a star, they don't think of that? And
really,
they think this is an opportunity. I'm going to go up to his room and we're going to have cocktails and we're going to talk. And if
oh
everything
really?
goes well and maybe make out with him, if everything goes well, he might give me a part in his show or in his
Oh,
movie.
sure,
And,
sure.
and maybe it's non-consensual to a point, but
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, listen, if it's a business meeting to help your career or something like that, what are you doing meeting in a environment that is not a business setting? Like, what?
well,
And,
again, it's the stupidity of the the educated, not knowing. They're just, here's a guy who's very popular in the business, and he's inviting me somewhere. It's not going to be an office. We're not going to sit desk to desk talking. We're going there and we're going to have and who knows, maybe an hour before you're having a great time and you're sharing jokes and you're
mm,
drinking
mm,
and then, oh, come up to my place. We'll talk about maybe getting you a partner. Oh, that's great. Yeah. And let's go. And then you go up. That's the reason they go there,
yeah,
And then
yeah,
once they're there, possibly they're extremely uncomfortable, but in their mind, because they've gotten this far, well, if I take the step here, I'll go even farther. And
hmm
then now, this is 10, 20 years later, I didn't want to do that. And I was raped,
hmm
and this shouldn't have happened. Maybe that's what's happening, you know? So I don't know if you can really truly. Now, the Weinstein thing is different because of those stories are coming out pretty detailed.
yeah.
Um, but
The Kevin Spacey one seems to be just steamrolling too.
yeah, that's
I
another
like how
one.
he tried to get out in front of it and say, "All right, guys, I'm gay." It's like,
Well,
yeah, that doesn't matter. We don't care about that, buddy. Too late for all
no,
that noise.
and that actually is the worst thing to do for the gay community
Mm-hmm.
because it's just
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
basically saying that all gay people are child molesters. I'm
Well,
gay because I did this. We're
yeah.
all like this, and
Mm,
it's like no, no. Um, yeah, it's pretty. So I don't know. I mean, I just hate to see my heroes going down. It not my heroes, but you know what I'm saying.
you know, yeah, it's. I
You
would.
hear stories about Cary Grant, Robert
Well,
Mitchum, all these other actors from the past, and they're never this extreme. But
mm,
you do hear those stories about them, and you're kind of like, well, you know, he's good in this movie. I'm going to watch this movie.
yeah.
It'll probably all pass, but when you're talking Weinstein, that's a world. That's the atlas under the world that's crumbling.
Mm.
He
It's a
owns
guy with a
so
lot of
much.
power. Right. Right.
Yeah, yeah. And there's so many people underneath them that
Mm-hmm.
if they knew this was all going on, your Tarantino, your Kevin Smith, all that stuff, that's just going to spread like a virus. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Which is kind of why I think this is all happening because of him. It's almost like it's safe now. It's
Mm-hmm.
like he was exposed, so now it's safe to expose everybody. So
Right.
everybody's coming out of the closet. It's not so much the Bill Cosby thing where, yeah, maybe he did it to one or two, but 30 women come up. It's almost like, wait, really 30? Are they just trying to join in on the bandwagon to get some money? But
Yeah,
when
I don't
you
know
when
about
you when
that.
you when you got when you got this, well, that's what I'm saying. At that time, there was that question,
Mm.
like, oh, these
Michael
people just
Jackson
want to,
too. Similar
yeah,
situation.
they're just wanting to get on the bandwagon. But now it's when it's not just one person, it's another, and it's another, and it's another, and then you totally go, ah, this is happening everywhere. You
Right.
know, um, yeah, it's freaking out, man.
Well,
It's freaking.
I mean, it seems like there's these taboos where, I mean, obviously murder, sexual assault, harassment seem to be the biggies. Um, but where does it stop? Where, like, if somebody was stealing when they were younger or lied, or, I mean, shit. If you see a homeless drug addict on the street, you 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 shake your head and say, well, you know, why doesn't this guy just get the hell out of here? But Philip Seymour Hoffman, heroin addict, died of
Yeah,
heroin overdose.
yeah.
Heath
Heath
Ledger,
Ledger.
heroin addict, died of a heroin overdose. Uh, you know, they weren't looked down on as whatever. I'm not trying to compare a
They're
drug
almost
addict
looking.
to,
They're almost looked at as it's a mistake that happened.
yeah, oh, what a shame. Oh, why is it a shame for Philip Seymour Hoffman, but the dude who's struggling to exist is a
Who was the
piece
one
of garbage.
outside of his dance club? Was that Corey Haim? The one that
Wasn't that River
collapsed?
Phoenix?
River Phoenix. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he was doing great, career up above, no, no rumors, no nothing, and then
Hmm.
boom, he's a drug addict and he took too much.
Yeah. And then there's the ones like you know, the ones that people see coming, like Amy Winehouse.
Yeah,
You guys knew she was a mess. What why did nobody do anything?
yeah, yeah. Uh, uh, um, who's the I will always love you? Her,
Oh, Whitney Houston,
Whitney
right, right,
Houston, same thing.
right. We all want to say that oh, this is terrible. It's not right what's happening. Well, you know, who are we to judge?
Mhm.
Uh, I don't know. Nobody's perfect, and we're like, what's the value system? I mean, obviously there's a value system to a degree, but
But I think it's kind of going back to what I was saying that when you're a nobody and you get these opportunities and you get
yeah,
to a certain
sure.
plateau, there's all these doors that open up for you. Whether
Hmm.
you're, you know, whether there's, hey, here's some drugs that's going to make you feel good and get you through those long nights so you can get up in the morning and do your job, or here's somebody you should talk to because he's going to advance your career
Hmm.
and maybe you'll have to do some things, but you're going to be a star, baby. Maybe people are that naive that they just go along with it. You know,
Mm, mm,
I don't know.
really creepy. Just really
Very
creepy.
creepy. It really is.
Hmm.
Hey, what about that Star Wars trailer?
Was there another one?
Yeah, the final. Did you see the final?
No.
Come on, Mr. Star Wars fan,
Dude,
ultimatic.
I've been in the city for the last 2.5 days, so if it was released in the
Didn't you
last
have
two
a
and a half,
laptop or anything?
Well, I was kind of off the grid a little bit. It's come out in the last 2 or 3 days.
No, last week, I think.
Oh, I might have seen it. Then hold on, let me.
It's considered the final trailer.
Final.
It shows.
Oh, hold on. You might get a live reaction from me here. Official. That was a month ago.
No, this came out like last week.
Oh.
Official final trailer or something.
Final trailer. Episode 8. Concept? Daisy Ridley? Extended trailer. Daisy Ridley.
Man.
Final trailer. 1:59, is that?
That sounds about right.
Star Wars 8 Last Jedi final trailer number 3 international. 1 week ago.
Yeah, that's about it.
2 minutes 34 seconds.
Try it.
All right, I'm gonna play it.
I'm trying to
Probably
think
an
if
ad.
there's anything new that I can tell you is in there.
Well, I'm doing it right now, like literally as.
Okay.
All right. Oh, Asian letters. I can't read anything.
It shows Luke in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. That's probably the shot that you're watching the right trailer within the first 10 seconds.
And so she's handing. I need help. Now she's training. These are all things we've kind of seen before.
You see Luke yet in the Falcon?
No.
Okay, then that's not the right trailer. Luke coming in, doing something, the Force, and all the Falcon lights up. The cockpit all lights up. That's the trailer you want. That might be a fan one.
This is new. Let the past die. Kill it. We smashed. Oh yeah, this is unseen footage. Yeah. Finn and Phasma getting a little.
Well, we've seen that, except you see a couple of close-ups.
Yeah. Destiny. Oh wait, what? The bad guy was doing some Force stuff to Rey.
General, whatever his name is.
What's his name? Yeah.
The only thing I can think of in the new trailer that I saw was Luke walking into the cockpit of the Falcon and all the lights coming on. And then there's a shot of Finn in one of the X-Wing fighters without the cockpit. And he's just like, whoa, as it's going over that sandy area. So I don't know what trailer you just watched.
Yeah, it was Japanese. There was a bunch of Japanese letters.
Maybe in international.
Awesome.
Maybe there was more.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised those shots weren't in there.
Whew.
So anyway, have you seen Horace and Pete, Louis C.K. show?
Oh,
With Steve Buscemi?
Oh, isn't it a cartoon?
No, it's kind of like a live stage show. I believe it's 8 episodes. The only way you can get it is through his website.
Oh, then
It's like
no, I haven't.
$2 an episode. It's the best thing I've seen him ever do. Best
Really?
thing I've seen. You got Alan Alda. You got all these great actors in there. It is heartbreaking. I actually did a reaction of the final episode years ago, and it's probably one of my highest viewed videos. Because I'm bawling my eyes out watching it. But it was before YouTubers were crying on YouTube.
Oh.
Because everybody was doing that at one point.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's a brilliant show. It's an amazing show. And that's why it kind of hurts that if he's this way, man, he's still a genius. I love his show, but Horace and Pete was just amazing. Best thing I saw Steve Buscemi ever do.
Wow.
Yeah, if you can get a hold of it, and it's not on Blu-ray, it's not on DVD, it's not anywhere, which pisses me off. All his stuff, other than Lucky Louie, you can't get. You can only get like the first 2 or 3 seasons of Louie, but the last of his season, you can't get anywhere. It pisses me off because it's such a great show. Even Better Things with Pamela Aldron. I love that show, and I just
completely new. I don't know. I never heard of that.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
her and her 3 daughters. Yeah, and he writes and produces it. It's a great show. Did you ever see Lucky Louie, his HBO show?
Yeah, that like it was a set like in a kitchen, right? Where
It was
I
like
think Jim Norton's in it.
It was like an
Yeah.
X-rated Honeymooners because there was
I've
nudity and penises and everything in there.
I've seen a little bit, not. I haven't seen like a full season or anything. I've seen
That's available on DVD. That you can get. I don't know, probably
DVD.
because it's HBO, but I think it's hilarious. But yeah, a lot of the stuff he's doing the Kevin Smith route, where the only way you can get his stuff is through his website.
It's going to have to do that from now on, I think.
Yeah, I guess so. Who's going to come to his stand-ups? And his stand-ups are hilarious.
Dude, I enjoyed saying that. Yeah, I shared the stage with him. People saw me before they saw him.
You opened for him?
Yeah.
Oh God. Which stand-up did you open for him? Do you remember the name of his stand-up or?
Oh no, he was. It wasn't a special or anything. It was him doing.
Oh, it's just a small.
Yeah. It was at Gotham, and he was doing stuff. He was doing his airplane bit, and he was running through that. So he was practicing, and it's an airplane bit where he talks about people getting pissed off about flying, and how people really don't understand or appreciate just what we have in society. And you're in a chair in the sky, and you don't appreciate it. You're taking part in the miracle of flying.
And you want better food.
Right. I think he does something about phones with that too, where people complain about their cell phone not working. And he's like, well, you give it a second, it's going to space.
I like him. He's my, George Carlin. And when George Carlin died, it was like, who's my favorite comedian? And it wasn't until Louis came around that there he is. But no, if you get a chance, it's an FX show called Better Things with Pamela Aldron.
I'll look into it, definitely.
Yeah, give it a watch. It's about the middle of its 2nd season.
Really? When the hell's Fargo season 3 coming out of anything?
On Blu-ray? Who knows? Probably when the 4th season comes out.
That's annoying.
They'll release it. Seems like they're doing that when Better Call Saul season 4 will come out, then season 3 will come out on Blu-ray and DVD. Something like that.
Yeah.
But so when's the last time you watched Friday 6? When's the last time you watched it? Where did he go? He disappeared. Guess we're back to the chat. I didn't think. BK, hey BK, welcome. Um, you didn't like the new Stranger Things. I have not watched it yet, so I cannot comment on that. Um, yeah, CP is a comedian. He's a stand-up comedian in New York. Um, who are your favorite comedians? I don't know who you're asking that, but to me, like I said, Louis C.K. is great. Richard Pryor, Bill Cosby, all the bad ones. uh, uh, George Carlin. Actually, nobody ever mentions, but I like Kevin Meaney. I don't know if he ever does anything anymore, but he was big in the early 90s. Kevin Meaney. Louis Anderson, I used to love as a stand up guy. And then he went to Family Feud, and now he's in Baskets with Galifianakis. And he's brilliant in that show. If you've never seen Baskets, um, stand up. Who else stand up? That might be it. That might just be it. I mean, if you're not talking about classic, Mel Brooks is great. Um, gosh, okay, there we go. Kevin Meaney. Kevin Meaney died? Really? I didn't know he died. Like I said, he just kind of like disappeared off the radar. I used to watch him on, was it Make Me Laugh? Gallagher was another guy I really liked, and that ended late 90s, I guess. Howie Mandel, same thing. His stand up stuff was brilliant to me. And then he went to the TV show route. But I didn't know Kevin Meaney died. Wow. I got video of Kevin Meaney off the television. I got a couple of his stand ups. Um, I haven't transferred them or anything, so I can't watch them. But I didn't know he passed. That's too bad. It's too bad. Julie didn't like Julie Tenuta. Julie Tenuta used to date what's his name? Emo Phillips, didn't she? And both of those, I just didn't get to like him. I was at the doctor's today, and we had an interesting talk. He told me that I would be okay. Emo Phillips. Yeah, Junie Tenuta with her accordion. Uh, Geechee Guy, I don't know Geechee Guy. Stephen Wright. Oh, of course, Stephen Wright is amazing. Stephen Wright, we were just talking about Horace and Pete, Louis C.K.'s show. He's on that show. He's hilarious on that show. Just sitting at the bar like Norm from Cheers, and he would give these little quips, and they're hilarious. Uh, yeah, Stephen Wright. So CP, it looks like dropped off, and maybe his battery in his laptop died, and I don't know if he'll be back. But we're back with Roger's birthday bash, and YouTube cut down our complaints of YouTube. So yeah, I'm done going through all that stuff. So Judy Tenuta, huh? I thought she was hilarious. Yeah, I didn't care for her. She was the one with the accordion, right? The redhead. She was in Earth Girls Are Easy with Gina Davis and Jeff Goldblum. Wasn't she like Gina Davis's friend, partner in the hair salon? Geechee Guy on YouTube. I think some of his videos are good on YouTube, some not as much. I'll check him out. Never heard of Geechee Guy. Never heard. Kubrick, what year did he was he popular? You know, because I pretty much know all the popular, you know, the cable guy and all that. You may be a redneck and all those guys, but never heard of Geechee guy. Well, the amazing Jonathan? Oh man, he used to crack me up. He would do those magic tricks where he would hurt himself. You know, he would drink Windex and cut himself, and he would have the fake blood blowing. Amazing Jonathan was hilarious. Another guy. Uh, 90s. I'm guessing 90s for those guys. Uh, Cordian, yep. I didn't see Earth Girls. Earth Girls is a very, very campy film from the late 80s, early 90s. It's got Jim Carrey, Jeff Goldblum, Gina Davis, one of the Wayne's brothers. What's his name? Damon Wayans. I can't think of how you say his first name. Damon Wayans. Um, Michael McKean, Lenny and Squiggy. And it's about these three aliens that come down. Their spaceship crashes in Gina Davis's swimming pool in LA. Jeff Goldblum is one of the aliens. They're all hairy. She shaves them because she owns a salon with Julie Tenuta. And they try to go out in society and get to know what society is like. And it's and hijinks ensues. I love the movie. I frickin' love the movie. It's a bad movie. It's a bad movie. But I frickin' love it. I frickin' love it. One of those really, really cheesy 80s, 90s movies. Yeah, yeah. Earth Girls are easy. Back to the late 80s, early 90s. Okay, same year we're talking about. He was on Everybody's Got Talent, but that's probably not his best routine. Okay. I'll look him up, Kubrick. I'll look him up. Definitely. Definitely. Definitely got to watch Wapner. Wapner. Definitely got to watch Wapner. Let me check my upload. Okay. Wait, do I got this right? I got this right. Oh, 2611. Got it backwards. That was 2013. Folks, working on my new video that will be going up shortly. That's what I'm doing. Ammo reviews. Okay, we'll leave that. And I'll jump back and read your comments. One of Geechee Guy's routines is his Psychic of the Year winner, where he mentions a year in the future and asks people in the audience to give a number between 1 and 3. And he says to them, I think you didn't finish that. Oh, who picked 2, for example? Some people clap and he says, how did he know that? Okay, I gotcha. Roller coaster is 2 words? Guess so. 1 word didn't work. Wow. Pick 2, for example. Some people. Have you seen the TV show Last? Yeah, Last Comic Standing. I've seen. I'm not into it. I have seen it. So did I see. I also saw what was the improv show. Whose line is it anyway? Is that what it's called? Um, with Dietrich Bader and the other guys. Um, Not totally into it, but it's funny. It's funny. I don't watch it every week or every whenever, but sorry, I'm not talking much because I'm editing and doing my video setup here. That's that. That's that. Okay, I need to do this, this, copy, paste. Oh, now I can paste. Doodly doo. You're watching me live, getting my new video up. Create that card. It'll be there. Goes there. Okay. And I'll jump back to the quotes, the comments. Josh Blue. No, I don't know him. Don't know about Josh. Comic strip live in the 80s. I don't have TV anymore, but I watched Last Comic Standing for a while when I did. Cool. Um, Edit that. Okay, that's ready to go. That's ready. Oh, I got to figure out where my card goes. This is weird. Why won't it work? Okay. 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 Should work. It's not. Okay. No, I don't have cable, Kubrick. I don't. I don't pay for cable. Whatever I watch, I download and I burn to a disc and watch it at my leisure, commercial free. So no, I don't. I don't have cable. I do have cable. Do 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 do. Don't have cable. Can I play it? (1806). 1806. That'll be good right there. Close that. There we go. Did I buy a birthday cake for myself? No, I didn't. I'm I'm like, Thanksgiving's coming. I got a hungry man. Not Thanksgiving. Turkey dinner. I bought stovetop stuffing that I'll probably make the hungry man turkey dinner, put everything on a plate, and then make the stuffing and throw it on because I love stuffing. I love stuffing. And that'll be my Thanksgiving dinner, which is turkey, gravy, um, potatoes, I think, and maybe veggies. I don't even know what's in there. And stuffing. And that'll be my Thanksgiving. I'm very low key. Low key. I'm um I'm not loved. I I have nowhere to go. I got no place to go. I'm not loved. I have no place. I have no family. I just sit at home, get drunk, and eat turkey. That's what I'm going to do on Thanksgiving, which will be next week, probably at this time because it's 9 o'clock, 9:20. And just like my birthday today, no big deal. Didn't buy nothing. Nothing's going to happen. You know, after I shut this down, I'm going to go watch something. I was thinking about watching Golden Voyage of Sinbad. I'm in the mood for watching some Harryhausen stuff. And since I've been watching some Indian movies, that's as Indian as you can get. Sinbad. He's from India and he's sweeping swords at Kali, which is the god. Um, so I think I'm going to watch that. and then just go to bed, and that'll be it. What am I eating tonight? Probably nothing. I'm just gonna go to bed. Um, so no, Thanksgiving, Christmas, no big deal to me. I don't even decorate. It's there's no reason. There's no, I, I'm just a lonely boy, and yeah, this is my life. Welcome to my nightmare. Welcome to my life. Um, so yeah, so there's your question. Um, do you believe physical media will still have buyers in the next 10 years? Lots of teens and 20 somethings still collect it. I think physical media will always be around because people love holding things in their hand. Um, just like books. Everybody said when the Kindle was coming out, nobody was going to have books anymore. And they still have books. There's still bookshops. There are still books being made, hardcover, written word, page by page. It's going to, I believe, IMO, it's going to be the same with media, streaming. Think of this. Uh, Not speaking electricity, but if the internet goes down, you guys got nothing. If you do all your payments to your bills, if you do everything, anything through the internet, if the internet goes down, you've got nothing. Nothing. No streaming, no nothing. I got a bunch of movies here. Like I said, not talking electricity. And I got a bunch of movies here, and I got a bunch of players over there that I can watch movies or TV shows. And I don't know. I'm just giving you the basic, goofy, generic answer. I don't know. I'm going to be gone long before I'm going to have to deal with that. Very shortly. Um, so yeah, I don't care what's going to be here or what's not. But whenever I get a few little pence, I'll buy, like a DVD with 4 movies, like Arena, stuff like that, or I'll buy a little 3D movie or something that I haven't seen. Hey, um, hey, go to church. They give you Thanksgiving dinner. It's real good. Well, I don't have a church around here. Well, at least I don't know of a church around here. Did I buy myself a good birthday gift? No. No, I put gas in my car. I had $10. I was able to put gas in my car. So there, that was it. Go to Sammy to the boat. Yeah, Sammy. He's got his own issues. Although I can go ask his parents because his parents seems to give out money real easy, especially to Sammy. Um, you can go back a few times. If Halloween is over, yeah, I know. I've met Harryhausen. I've got yeah, I met him a couple times. Rode up the elevator with him too. Um, was freaked out the very first time I saw him. Really, really freaked out. I had him sign my this. He was at the Museum of Modern Art, and they showed this montage of all his movies, all his effects in his movies. It was like half hour long, and then he did a little talk, and then at the very end, we all when you went in, we all got these little like booklets, flyers. I still got it. Um, and at the very end, we all just got in line and we all went and he autographed all of them for us. Wow, I just noticed how wrinkled my It's like wrinkle. Look at there's a line there, and so I got that autographed, and then years later, I went to Wonderfest in was it Kentucky or Tennessee, something like that, and I got my Jason and the Argonauts um, double disc, laser disc signed by him, and that's when coincidence we were going into the elevator, and there he was. We didn't say nothing, but we rode up in the elevator with Ray Harryhausen. And then I saw him one other year later. Didn't get anything signed, but he was there, and I saw him, and it was like, wow, there he is. There's the man. And then sadly, he passed, which is kind of really sad. Um, yeah, but Ray's a legend, man. I got all his movies. Get all his movies. Get that documentary. Ray Harryhausen. Oh, what is it called? It. Oh God, it came out like a year or two ago. It's Maestro of Magic or something like that. It's the personification of his life, everything he's done. It's a great documentary. It's on Blu-ray. It was originally a UK release. Now it's in the US. Magician of Magic, something like. Just look for Ray Harryhausen documentary and pick up the disc. Don't even care what it costs. Just get it. It's a beautiful documentary. Amazing. So many directors and actors and everybody are on that. Spielberg and Landis and everybody, and they're all praising them, saying they inspired them. Yeah. No Christmas tree. No BK. I don't put a Christmas tree up. Uh, if I don't see the if I don't see the Christmas, I don't miss the Christmas. That's that's me. If I don't see the Christmas, I don't miss it. So if I don't hear the music, I don't miss it. Um, I stay away from it. Usually, when I watch Grinch or Charlie Brown Christmas or those Christmas movies, I usually watch them around late January, early February when it's like super cold, and I don't I don't celebrate. I just don't. I just because I'm just I'm just not happy. I'm just not happy at that time when it does come. Everybody's happy, and I'm just yeah, Thief of Baghdad I've seen the original silent film, which is probably the best that I really like. I don't like celebrating Christmas that much. Expect for some Christmas cards and a few gifts. I do expect and enjoy my Christmas bonuses at work. I work at a condo, so there are 95 people that live there, and they all give me a little gift. And basically, everything that I get pays the bills, catches me up for the year because I'm so behind, usually by the end of the year. And then Christmas comes and I catch up on all my bills. And then January is like a new start. And then my paychecks are able to pay the bills until about mid-year. Um, kind of sick of Christmas music. But I love Christmas tree though. All the lights and all. What movie have I seen more than any other? Night of the Living Dead. Kubrick says, "What movie have I seen more than any other?" George Romero's Night of the Living Dead. 1968. How long I live in this apartment? About 4 years, going on 5. I saw Harryhausen at the Penta Hotel, New York City at the Starlog Convention. That's great. Starlog. Man, that brings me back. Starlog, collecting that magazine. Do I like It's A? Do I like It's A? I don't know what you mean there, Kubrick. Wonderful L. Again, don't know. Life. BK retracted his message. And there we are at the very end of our talk. And I'm going to be ending this very shortly. Let me give this 5 minutes. So I will be on for another 5 minutes, folks. I'll do like LJ does. 5-minute countdown. 99, 98, 97, 96, 95. Ask me questions before I cash off. Damn. Trying to clear my throat here. Need to do this. I'm still working on my video. I'm working on the thumbnail right now. Open that up. Open this up. Title. And then I import. Not that. Not that. This one. Okay. Can't see what I'm doing, but you can hear that I'm collating. Collating. There we go. Just need to delete this. Delete. Move this up. Okay. Take a snapshot. Let me look here. Get this ready. Document, picture. See how this looks. Move that there. And go here. I still don't know why I got a flag on this. I have no idea. That looks okay. Save changes. Let me go here and see if it's good. It's not through yet. Okay, it's going to take a while. Check videos. Oh, maybe because I didn't go live yet. Okay. I have to go live. Okay, I see. Hold on, chat people. I'll answer you. I'm just getting my newest video ready to publish, and it is published right now. There we go. Looks good. Thumbnail looks good. There we go. We are ready. Okay, close that down. Close that down. Close this down. Let's go here. Let's open the chat. Okay. Do I like It's a Wonderful Life? I love the thing. I watch it every year, every freaking year. Um, it makes me miss Christmas of my youth. And youth, I'm saying 10 years old to 30, because after 30, I started entering hell. Hell was a put upon me after 30 years old. Um, so yeah, I love it. I got like the best transfer on Blu-ray, and I freaking love it. I still love it. Hey man, since you don't have cable, download Pluto TV. Got lots of movie channels, classic. Yeah, I'm not downloading crap. I'm sorry. A lot of channels are for free. That's cool. Kubrick says it was nice talking to me, Roger. I wasn't listening for a while because I was talking to my cousin on the phone. That's cool, Kubrick. Your video notice just popped on my computer screen. Yeah, I just made it live. Do you cry? Yes, all the time. All the time. And the part that makes me start is when she's on the phone and Stewart is right next to her listening, and then she hangs up the phone and he grabs her and he says, I don't want to, I want to be with you. Oh, I freaking love it. And then the ending, of course. I bawl my eyes out. If you watch any of my videos, watch the newest one I just uploaded. I cry my freaking eyes out. Even the new video I just uploaded, watch the final extra little blooper. Uh, um, I I I'm not good with emotion, man. Things really affect me. So okay, I'm going to end it here. Um, hey everybody, thanks for joining in. Hey everybody, thanks for joining in. I want to thank CP from Will I Like It Reviews. His link will be down below, possibly right up above, and I'm glad he joined in and we talked about celebrity gossip, smut, and that was interesting. Um, but I want to thank all my live chat people who joined in and asked questions. And yeah, thanks for joining me on my birthday bash, which is I'm just gonna go watch a movie now. I don't care. I'm gonna make another drink and watch a movie, and no big deal. That's what happens when you get old. It's just like I don't give a f, man. Whatever. All right, folks. We'll see you all in the next channel. We'll see you all in the next video. Live stream. We'll see you all in the next live stream. Until then, check out my other channels. Check out my other channels. Check out my other videos. And Breathable Dennis says, John. No, I'm not falling asleep yet. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Today is your birthday. Na, 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 na. It's my birthday too. No, I'm going to be up for at least another 4 or 5 hours because I have kind of a little list of things I want to watch. And hopefully this guy won't knock me down. But yeah, so I just want to thank everybody who popped in here and joined in here and in the chat and everything. And those of you who are watching, who are nobody, because I only have like 100 subscribers, uh, getting close to 1,000. I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers. Not that everybody watches me, but it'll be fun talking to you guys again. All right. Oh, Roger D, Channel Donstar. Thanks for tuning in to my live birthday stream. And we'll see everybody in the next video. All right. Bye-bye.